Alright, this is Calibos, and this is Beyond the Skies. So, it's been long enough that I have no idea what I'm doing again. I'm not really sure that I had a plan. Basically, I've been, I did some steel processing just to get the water wheel up to full power. I've killed a bunch of Endermen. Don't worry, there's more. The population does not go down. See, there's a couple. Like, there's always Endermen. Apparently I've lasered myself. So, Certus. So we don't really have enough Certus quartz to really begin doing anything with Certus quartz. So what I kind of thought that we would do at this point is let us investigate the possibilities of flux ducts, flux networks, at which point we need lava and obsidian. So we have lava, lots of lava. But now let's make obsidian. So I've already started by making this unfired crucible, and I suspect that the trick now is going to be to fire the crucible. I know, these mysteries, they are impossible to fathom. Who would have guessed, right? Let's make some more coal. Not sure why I'm making all this coal, but I am. So, at this point, we're no longer going to be putting ores through that, because I would, at the very least, like to double it. But our next step is going to be, like I said, we need to set up obsidian. So I'm going to set up a fairly simple way to make obsidian. So we're going to need some more item ducts, and probably another hardened fluid duct. So let's see what we've got. Hardened fluid duct, leadstone. So item duct. We just want a regular item duct. How hard is that? Okay, so now we're going to need some servos. There's one. Probably need a couple more. So, honestly, I'm just inclined to... we can get rid of this at some point. So we've got lava here, and I'm not sure, but I suspect... Oh, you know what we could do? Do we have a barrel? Barrel. So, let's do a thing. This is... So if we do this, then we can get rid of that, get rid of that. For the moment, we'll just get rid of all of these. So this is fired, so we'll put it here. So item ducts. I just want to be able to lava. So we could probably just do this. And that should, there we go. I wonder if it's having trouble with the cobblestone because it's not doesn't have anything underneath it. So let's fix that. So let's put this down. We'll put the lava in it for now. Oh no, we've accidentally made netherrack. Oh wait. So let's get some flint and steel. And now that's at ×4 instead of ×3. So if we go ahead and we grab the bucket again. Now, I do worry about fire spread. So I'm probably going to turn fire spread off. Oh look, I actually got it right. There we go. So now we would like to harden fluiduct. So we'll put it there. The barrel. I'm sorry, stone barrel. We'll put this there. Oh, that's not going to work. We'll put it there. Put that there. So now this will fill up with lava from this. Did we make ender tanks? Can we make ender tanks? It would be zombie, nebulous. We don't have any of the maybe the cores. We have one of the molten cores. So this is what we'll do for now, but I'm going to neaten this up at some point. So that there. Now, the goal is if I do this, that will always make obsidian. Now we need to make a drawer. So, drawer. We'll make a single one of these. So it needs wood in a chest. So we'll make a chest. All my wood's over here. I need a couple more. Let's check that, check that, check that. Let's give it a drawer. So now we put this here. And then we put that's a fluid duct, item duct. Now, this is not going to be fast, and that's fine. But what it is going to be is steady. So every time this fills up to 1,000 millibuckets, it will immediately turn into obsidian. go. And now there's going to be 2 in here. So if it's doing 4, I don't know what it is, 4 millibuckets a second or something like that. I figure, gosh, this is going to be math. I don't know if I want to do that. So at whatever rate it transforms, and I guess I could figure it out if I really spent the time. So, I mean, it's basically just 250 increments of whatever it's doing. Yeah, so that's going to make obsidian. And one of the reasons that we want obsidian, I guess I could make it faster if I really cared, but I don't. So remember we were talking about flux networks. Flux networks. So flux is the heart of flux network. And basically you take redstone and throw it in fire or lava. So for example, if I were to take redstone, oops, and do this, apparently I lose it completely because I'm awesome. There we go. And now we have flux. But we also need to be able to make flux blocks. And you make flux blocks with flux cores, which require eyes of ender. I don't know where we're going to get ender pearls. And blaze powder, which, you know, we can also make. The biggest, slowest thing is going to be these obsidian. But, so we need to use those to make these flux cores. And then, you know, flux cores and flux blocks. And this is power going into your network. And then we have a flux point, which is power coming out of your network. This is the base controller. You need one of these for each network that you choose to create, I believe. And these are basically the batteries. So each one of these stages up in a matter of 6. So 256,000 RF, you know, and it's just 6 flux blocks and some glass panes. This is 6 of those, and this is 12.8 million RF. And this is the largest one at 128 million RF, which of course requires 6 of the previous ones. So you're looking at, you know, 6, 36, because it's like 6, 36 flux blocks. And then you look at each of these flux blocks is, you know, 4 of these flux cores and 5 of these flux. So you're looking at, I can't math right now, like it's like 120 of these, and wait, no. So it's 144 of these and 180 of these, or some garbage like that. And then these are, of course, obsidian and yet more flux. So we're talking stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of this stuff. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. And that's not a process we're starting the process here. We're not finishing it in this episode by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, look, we've got 2. Why is that? Oh my god, don't tell me I hit it. Figures. Okay, we're fixing it. And I have no idea what I just put in there, but it's gone now, and I'm sure I'll come up with it. There we go. So yeah, that's eventually going to be doing stuff, and that's fine. So, next on our plan. So that'll take care of this, and that's approximately the same as the power cells, but the maximum output's higher. So we'll probably use a combination of the two. So I think at this point we need to work a little bit harder about automating ores. So we can do that a variety of ways. I'm inclined, let's see what we get out of the orchid here. So we have the orchid set up, and I think I'm just going to automate the orchid a little bit. So we have a lot of basic tech that we can work through. So let's look at this one. Needs a stick. Where am I getting titanium from? Like, I'm just randomly getting these ores from places. Did I complete a quest? Okay. I thought you had to, like, turn in the quests. I don't know what's going on. Bat wings. I've got more bat wings? Oh, look, I've got another Lexica Botanica. And some glowing water and all that steel I went through the effort of making. We've got more. Okay. And buckets. We have buckets and buckets and buckets. Let's toss that there. Toss that there. I'm just putting my tools away. That is not a tool. This can come out. Maybe we were working through calculator. How do we have 301 out of... Okay, that was weird. Anybody knows what the heck that was about? So now we've got a block breaker. So I want to see if this block breaker is redstone lever. Oh, I've got buttons. Buttons will work. So let's get some cobble really quick. Button. Perfect. So here's the plan. Let's also make a placer. So we want a piston. block placer. And just as a matter of experience, let's also make a sound muffler. Man, I just keep ending up with random stuff in my inventory. Where did I get electrum? And more flux? And compressed... whatever. I have no idea where these things are coming from. No idea. So what I thought about doing is setting up an automatic thing for this. Is there a wrench for open blocks? Maybe there's a manual. I don't know. Oh, Slimalyzer. That would have been good to know. We might actually still make one of those in case we decide to expand our mana production. I mean, all the mana we've gotten off of one, can you imagine if we built a second one? And I'm pretty sure there's another one around here. I remember from the thing that I was using. How close do we need to be? I think it's here's good. Nope. Maybe I want to put this underneath, actually. So it's there. We could just move the flower. I know that seems crazy, but we could. I mean, let's not have the witch water where I'm going to accidentally keep using it. So we want to make sure that this is linked up. Did I have a wand? Oh, it's probably what It's linked up somewhere. It's probably linked up to this pool. So with the Pure Daisy, one of the things that we can do is now that we have placers and whatnot, we can automate the Pure Daisy and just set up a timer. But for the immediately we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that. So now we want a clock. Oh my god, Enderman. I was kind of hoping that would work. I mean, Enderman. You can just make another one. Pew. Alright, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not like the be-all and end-all of ultimate automation here. I promise you, this is not what it is. So, if you think that this is like the smoothest, coolest way to automate it you've ever seen, then I'm sorry that you are being exposed to the terribleness that is me. There are a lot cooler ways to do this, and what I am doing is not one of them. So I'm giving you that warning now that this is not what it is. This is. So I'm actually going to grab this for the moment, and we'll put it here. And I think this should work. So for the experiment, well, that was awkward. Okay, so clearly this plan is a failure. Well, maybe. Let's get some more of this. At least I don't have to, like, pay for... Huh, that's interesting. So... I wonder why it's doing that. Like, it should be just placing one at a time. Apparently it is placing them so fast that they're breaking. At least the experiment isn't really costing me fuel. So let's make another piston really quick. And we're actually over, so I'm going to make this piston and then we're going to go. Technically, I'd like to make another clock too. Like I said, this is definitely not the way to do it if you're trying to be space efficient and or whatever. And I am probably going to do it a different way at some point. I actually have some... I actually have a much better design that I could be using already, but it's going to take me a little bit to plan out. Whoa, that was weird. So, for the moment, this will work. It's not great, Like I said, there are a lot more efficient ways to do it. But this will start. You know, this is a good way to at least get started. And I can, like I said, work on more automation later when I have a better idea of exactly how I want to do it. Smooth stone printers and the like. But anyway, thanks for coming. If you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't like the episode, don't. Simple as that. Questions, comments, and concerns can all go below. Thanks for coming. You folks have a great night.